What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video on my channel, Retro Games Now. Today is a very special video. I have the Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch 2, and we're going to do an unboxing. Look, you've seen thousands of unboxings already. I don't care because this is my channel and I want to experience this on camera, opening up the box and seeing the console for myself. So click that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment if you guys are going to start this new generation for Nintendo as well. Did you get a Nintendo Switch 2? How did you get it? Tell me in the comments. Just tell me everything. Before I get to the unboxing, I just wanted to say a couple things. On April 24th, I logged on to every website possible that had the pre-sale or the pre-order, I guess. And I thought I was not going to be able to pre-order this thing because of, all the hype, all the demand, everybody talking about, wanting a Nintendo Switch 2. Back with the PS5 in 2020 in November, when the pre-order was going on, I tried to get the PS5 and it was impossible. Now circumstances are different from that time to now. We were in the pandemic and the world was a mess, but this time it was real easy. And shout outs to Jake Randall, because thanks to him, I followed his advice and I was able to get a pre-order through Target. So I got it through Target. Now, the thing with Target is the app was telling me that the console was not going to arrive until June 11th. Turns out that was kind of a bummer because I also ordered a game for it, Cyberpunk 2077, and it told me, the app said that the game was going to get here Thursday. And so I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just get the game first and I'll wait until the 11th to get the console. But last night I checked the app and I wondered, maybe it's going to update and it's going to ship sooner. And it turns out that that's exactly what happened. I checked the app last night. Now the delivery date moved from June 11th to June 6th, which is Friday. Now, at this point in time, I'm 2 days since the release of the console, but it literally came out a couple of days ago, so it's pretty much the same to me. Okay, so, and this is very special because throughout my whole life playing video games, I've never really had the opportunity to have a video game console on release date, and most of the consoles I've ever had have been used aftermarket. Yes, I've had multiple consoles new, but they were never on the day of the release. The PS1, I had it 3 years later. The Nintendo 64, I had it like 2 years later after release. The Xbox, the OG Xbox, I had it like 3 years later after release, so on and so forth. This is new to me. In my 30 years of gaming, I've never actually had a console on its release. So anyway, that's the whole backstory. I'm going to get to the unboxing now. Thank you, Target. Target delivered, and I got my console on the day of release. So over here, second camera. So there it is, fellas. The Nintendo Switch 2. Boy, oh boy. Man, this is very, very cool. I got the Mario Kart World bundle because, $500 is a lot better than, paying the full price of the game of Mario Kart World, which Nintendo's kind of getting a little crazy with that game pricing. $80. Oof, I don't know. So yeah, this is the front. The box is pretty okay. There was this thing happening at GameStop that they were stapling the receipts in front of the box, and that was causing punctures on the screen. And yeah, that was the bad thing for that it was happening at GameStop. But luckily they came through, and I think they were offering replacements for free and all that stuff. But as they should, because why are they why are you guys destroying brand new consoles for people? So anyway, that's the back, and then we got the side here, which displays the two Joy-Cons, and then this is the other side here. Out in the wild, out in the blue sky. That's kind of neat. And yeah, there it is. So the box includes the let's see, it includes the console, the Joy-Con 2 left, Joy-Con 2 right, the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter, the USB-C charging cable, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. It includes two grips, one for each Joy-Con, and the ultra high-speed HDMI cable. So let's break the seal. Got my knife here. You'll see it here on camera. I will go ahead and break the seal now. And then let's lift the tab. And then open this right here. Now I'm gonna flip it over because actually it opens this way. So, ooh, there it is. There it is, folks. The Nintendo Switch 2. Oops. All right, so let's start taking out everything. Let's start with the left Joy-Con. Oh, that's okay. Wow. It has a matte finish. And yeah, it's a lot larger, of course, than I mean, I have large hands, and this definitely feels better. I still feel it's a little bit small for my hands, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But for sure, it feels a lot better. Yeah, feels a lot better than the original Switch Joy-Cons. And then this is the right Joy-Con. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I see. I see it. I see it for sure. That's cool. All right, and we have the Switch here, and yep, the film is in perfect condition. No, it's got no punctures or anything. It's not in a bad shape or anything. Oh wow, there it is, guys. Oh, so there you have it, Nintendo Switch 2. It's quite large, quite large. Let's look at the stand. Okay, that's how you would place it upwards, or not upwards, but in a standing position. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look at the back, Nintendo Switch 2. Let's check out the magnets to see how that feels. Oh, okay. So how do you remove it? You're supposed to just press this button back here, and then kind of pull away. Oh, okay. So the little mechanism, that's how it works. That little stem peeks out and kind of pushes away from the console. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's kind of do this here like that. So there it is. That's the Switch 2. Okay, what else do we have here? That's my Mario Kart World Of course, the download code is only for me to view and use. Got the health, safety, and usage guide. We've got the, oh look, ultra certified cable HDMI ultra high speed. So it's got that little sticker indicating that it's ultra high speed. So don't mix your HDMI cables with your Nintendo Switch. Use this one and take good care of this one. I'm pretty sure there's, like other brand cables that are this quality, but of course, take care of yours. Your cable supplied by Nintendo, because otherwise you won't be able to get the full experience. Let's just say that. So that's the HDMI. And then these are the grip. What was it called? The Oh, okay. So these are the mounts that go on the Joy-Con to do the mouse thing. So you heard about all that drama with the tariffs and stuff. You can see right here, it has an engraving there. It says "Made in Vietnam." So this console, everything actually was manufactured in Vietnam, because they moved production from China to a different country that didn't have the tariffs that our president is trying to get through. But anyway, I don't want to get into that topic. Yeah, it's just, I found it interesting that it's engraved right there. It says "Made in Vietnam." So I'm pretty sure they proudly wanted to display that. And here's the other one. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? This is the top part. That's all there is there. And then what do we got here? Oh, we got the dog face controller. Wow, that's pretty neat. Let's see. Let me try these. Let me try them on. Okay, so you do kind of have to. Ooh, that feels good. That feels pretty good. Now, I have noticed the surface is a polished surface. It's shiny. So I'm wondering, with time, that polished surface is probably going to get scratched from placing the Joy-Con 2s on and off every time. So, but okay, you place it like this. Oh wow, okay. And there's your dog face controller. You can stand it like that. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's a bit bigger. It feels bigger. Not a lot, because again, I have big hands, but it does feel bigger. I heard somebody say that this Nintendo Switch 2 is almost like the adult version of a Nintendo Switch. Everything's just bigger and more convenient. But no, I mean, I like what they did here with the redesign. And then we have this bag with a zipper. This is the USB-C cable. And got the power brick. We've got the Nintendo power brick right there, or the power adapter. What do they call it? AC adapter. Make sure you're using your official Nintendo AC adapter. Don't go mixing these things with. Don't go mixing this USB-C cable with a different adapter, because At least not for now. You don't want to risk it or just make things bad for you. So, and lastly, we have the dock right here. And ooh, look at that. That's the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Let me put these, set these back. Oops. That's the dock right there. And then you would just drop it down like that. And there's your Nintendo Switch 2. And you just, oh, it's magnetized. Yeah, I mean, when you try to, it has a little bit of resistance when you pull it out. The first Switch, it had no resistance when you pulled it out. You dropped it in and pulled it up really easy. I mean, not saying that this is hard. I'm just saying that you can feel a little resistance as you're trying to pull up the tablet portion. Yeah, so there it is. Let's look at the dock more in detail. So you got the front right there, Nintendo Switch 2. And then it has the vents here because this is another new feature of the Switch 2 it has a fan here, and then you just lift this back lid, and you've got your AC adapter port, your HDMI out, and your Ethernet connection. Then you've got two USB ports over here, USB-A. So yeah, there it is. Pretty straightforward. Oh, what else did I want to see? So let's put this aside here. And then you do, okay, so let's pull out the joycons. And then how do you do this part here of now I do have a question though. Oh, okay. How do you remove it now? Oh, you use the same, okay, I got it. So the bottom part is where you have these like little footings right there, and you just attach it like that. And so you would kind of do this. So this is where all the friction is gonna happen when you use it on the table like a mouse, which is pretty interesting. I think this was a very easy guess if somebody would have just thought of simple simple innovations. But I guess nobody thought Nintendo was going to go this route, but here we are. So, and then you do the same on this side, and there you go. So okay, so now I get it. When I initially saw the presentation, I thought that this base here to do the mouse thing was going to be just that and would not include the strap. I don't remember seeing the strap. Maybe it was there. I can't remember right now. But I was under the impression that something else was going to be on top of this part for the strap. But that would have been stupid. But no, it's actually better this way. Kills two birds with one stone. You've got the strap here, and then this is the base for the mouse. And the way to remove it is literally the same. You push this mechanism and it just pushes it out. Just like that. So, yeah, there it is. There's the dock. Let's put the Joy-Cons on. It feels pretty snappy. I like how it feels. I like how it feels. Look, I'm gonna hold it up close to the mic. Yeah, it's pretty snappy. So one thing that I don't like about the original Switch is my Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch that I have. The Joy-Cons just wobble horribly on the rail. I'm not trying to force it or anything, but hopefully they improve that aspect of the Switch 2, and with all the use this is going to get and all the years of playtime we're going to give to this little machine, I truly hope this doesn't become loose anywhere and starts to wobble the same, because honestly, that just makes it feel like a poor quality product on Nintendo's part, which those things don't go together, because Nintendo does or makes very good quality products, but for some reason that aspect of the original Switch with the Joy-Con and the rail mechanism, at first it's a great idea, but again, with so many uh, hours using the console and just manipulating it while you're playing whatnot, it just eventually becomes loose. As a matter of fact, I don't know if that has a solution. So, and if anybody of you out there know a video or somebody that has talked about, sort of how to restore the Joy Cons on the original Nintendo Switch to where it doesn't wobble or it doesn't just feel so loose. I don't know that anybody, um, any modder or anybody out there in the community has come up with a fix for that. I don't know if actually getting just new Joy Cons, they're tighter with the rail, or if it's a problem with the rail. I don't know. I haven't looked that deep into it. But yeah, if anybody out there, if you guys know of a solution, that'd be great. I would like to try and maybe repair the rails or the Joy Cons itself, so that it doesn't feel so wobbly and kind of cheap. Yeah, so that's one of the major things I did not like about the original Switch, and well, I hope they improve that on the Switch 2, and that doesn't happen here. So far, it feels pretty good. Like I said, these the colored area here is pretty deep, so I feel like it goes pretty deep inside, and I mean, and you would really have to force it to start having that wobble, but um, I don't think this is going to see that in the long term. I hope not. We'll see. If you kind of sort of manipulate it, you can kind of see that it is moving a little bit, but I'm really I'm really trying not to do it. But if you really purposefully put force into it, it is going to move. Not a lot, but it is going to move. But it feels so much better than the original Switch. Honestly, I think Nintendo did some pretty good R&D here to figure this out, but we'll see. So yeah. So that's the unboxing for you guys. And of course, I got Cyberpunk 2077. This includes this is the Ultimate Edition. Includes the Phantom Liberty DLC. Now, this is a game that I did not play when it came out. It was released. Actually, this was a release game for the PS5 and I think the Xbox Series X, but it came out so buggy and it came out like in horrible conditions that I really was not interested at all in Cyberpunk 2077. And all the subsequent stories that came after about CD Projekt Red, uh, just having to push the game out because the investors wanted to take advantage of the holiday season and all that stuff. And yeah, but after years and years, they polished the game, all those glitches and all those horrible, uh, just very bad quality that the game had at the start. I hear now that it's phenomenal. Just at this point, this game is absolutely phenomenal. That's what I hear. So I thought, you know what? This is a good opportunity to just get it and start playing it now. So I waited 5 years to get into the Cyberpunk game. And also the thing about this one that I like is that the game is in the 64 gigabyte cartridge. So Nintendo's having that whole controversy with the game key cards at this point right now. And honestly, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to stick to first party games, which those are the games that are going to come on the 64 gigabyte cartridge. It sounds like for third party, they're given the choice to either use the full 64 gigabyte cartridge or the game key card. And a lot of people are just suspecting that that the third party developers and publishers are just going to go the route of the key card. So anyway, oh look. So that's the inside of the. It's not too empty. It's not just the game cartridge. That's cool. It came with a couple of things here. I want to read this note here. It says, "Your legend starts here. Welcome to the city of dreams. Now with one more mercenary blazing a path to glory. We're grateful to have you on board and to say thank you. We prepared free in-game goodies like new cars to drive, cream threads to wear, and much more. All available in Night City via automatic game updates. Want even more swag? Flip this card over to learn about my rewards. We'll see you out there. The big leagues are calling." I have a download code there. And oh look, came with these little stickers. They're pretty neat, pretty cool. This one's this way, yeah. Cyberpunk 2077. And the cartridge, which, so I'm going to pull my copy of Bloodstained just to compare it to that. Oh, okay. They're literally the same size. Look. That's Bloodstained on the Switch 1 and Cyberpunk. They're quite literally the same freaking size. Look. So, yeah. You definitely can tell that Nintendo is going the route of backwards compatibility and just continuing on with the success that the Nintendo Switch brought to Nintendo, which honestly, I think that's very smart of them to do. Everybody was concerned that they were going to go crazy and do something real stupid. But this is what we got. This is the next generation of Nintendo. Everything's just bigger and better. And yeah, we'll see. So cheers to Nintendo. That's a very good looking console. Let's start playing with it. And yeah, here's to what, 10 years? How many years do you guys guess or think that Nintendo's going to run with this system? Honestly, the Switch came out in 2017. It's been 8 years since that released, and nobody would have guessed that Nintendo was going to run with that console for so long. 8 years is a long time for a video game console. So long, very, very long. But hey, they came up with a banger of a concept, and they just kept with it for 8 years. So it's 2025 now. We've got the Nintendo Switch 2. 8 years from now is going to be 2033. Do you guys think Nintendo is going to go with this system? Maybe some tweaks, like maybe an OLED screen here and there. Maybe, just like the switchless Switch, one that you don't detach the joycons later on. What iterations they're gonna go with, but it's highly likely Nintendo's gonna stick with this concept for another 8 years, because it proved to be successful. Why fix something if it isn't broken? Is the saying. So there you go, guys. Nintendo Switch 2, it's officially here. Congratulations to all of you that were able to get a Nintendo Switch 2. It feels great to be part of the start of the generation, and we'll see how it goes. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know. Did you get it? Are you going to get it? Do you not care for this at all? Are you like, no, Nintendo's too expensive now. They're too greedy and cocky, and I don't like them? Just let me know in the comments. I for sure am going to dig deep into this console and get back into all my games that I have on the Switch. And yeah, so let's go set it up and play some video games. Let me know if you want to see more Nintendo Switch content. I know my channel is Retro Games, but I had to just do this for this channel because I have no other channel talking about video games. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next video.